All right, looks like we are live. All right, so today's session is going to be a bit different. I'm going to be showcasing some of the things that I did in the country when I was here. So let's get started.
Yeah, we'll go again.
It's going to be showing some of the places and things that I did while I was in the UK. No, while I am in the UK.
Rome, my friend.
Checking out all the different places: Buckingham Palace, Millennium Bridge. This is the Millennium Bridge. Yeah. And of course, as you can see, like when it's wintertime, it's just crazy. Things just get really crazy. And the whole scenery just changes. It's crazy, man. It's like the country just comes to life when we go into summer. It's just wow. I can't remember exactly where that was. This was like some golf course kind of place. I just love the scenery. Like the whole course was just
It's crazy.
yeah, it was just kept so well. Really well maintained and everything. The one thing I've learned is I definitely need a better camera. Like the HDR on this thing is really bad. It's not able to capture like the dark spots. Back to Windsor Castle.
Wow.
Yeah, and the flag was up.
Yeah, true. all the stones came from Africa. In a way, he's kind of right, man.
I tried to pick videos where I wasn't talking. I did a bad job. So this was like a lake, a small river that was running by where I was staying. And I would come here with my friend during summertime, and we would just sit here and, well, just walk by and just look at the swans and just wildlife. And it was so calming. This was Piccadilly Circus. And it's just alive. I think this was just before summer ended. People were still out and about. Yeah, I'm definitely going to invest in a better camera so we can just capture all these moments properly. Yeah, that's my New Year resolution. I think I was sitting on the top of the double-decker bus in this video, and yeah, it made a couple of squeaky noises, but it's still better than what the hell happens in the public transport that happens in Kenya.
Usually High Street.
Yeah, and this is like the normal view of what you'd get on the street, like if you're just taking a walk. And yeah, it's a bit windy. Of course, it's windy, but as we're getting towards winter, it's gonna get colder, and as you can see, the clouds are just gathering up there. It's just crazy. Some days you wouldn't even see the sun. It's that crazy. You wouldn't see the sun for like a week. Winter is such a different time, and just getting used to that change in weather, it makes the whole, like you saw how winter looked like. It was literally just this exact same street, and it was just covered in snow. And a couple of months from now, well, like a month or two from now, this is all going to be covered in snow. Well, let's just see if it snows this winter. Because down south here in London, it hardly snows. When you're up north, yeah, it does. But it's just so calming and relaxing to just take a walk, and no one really tells you anything. But then again, at the same time, it's like if you're an extroverted kind of a person who likes to interact with like a lot of people, then this isn't for you, because it does feel isolating at times sometimes. But I've kind of gotten used to it. I think at some point I will do another video talking about role models. A friend of mine, shout out to Vincent, he had mentioned that I should talk a little bit about role models, and I'll do a different session where I'll talk about role models, and I'll give you guys an insight of like what kind of role models I picked and why I picked them, and why it's kind of important to have one. So we'll definitely have that session at some point. I really tried to capture the sky, but it's like when I point my camera up, it's like my camera is not able to adjust to the very bright sky and then suddenly come down to like, yeah, it sucks. I really need to invest in a good camera. Plus, the other reason why I was kind of doing this was I will be traveling. Is it next month? Yeah. So I wanted to get some pictures and videos that I will be sharing with you guys as well. So I was like testing out my camera and seeing if this is going to work, but it doesn't look like it is. But we'll see. I'll just work with what I have. I was literally just walking around the block. You can see like some places. So we've got these weird skip things over here on the left. You can see this weird big metal bucket. It's called a skip. And what people do is like they order one of those things and then they just dump all their shit inside. Like you can look at this house here on the left. You can see like someone just ordered a skip. And they just dump in all their stuff that they're throwing away. And I'm just walking by and I'm just seeing like most of the stuff inside there is just like brand new stuff. And you just wonder, like, what the fuck, man? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, right now, we've got all these leaves and everything on the floor, but, like, you know, like, the council just comes through with, like, their trucks, cleaning trucks, and they just sweep all of this up. And then we'll go into winter, and it's, like, it's all covered in snow. And, like, the whole scenery just changes. And if you haven't moved, you're still in the same area, but everything just looks so different because everything's now covered in snow. And everything that used to be green, all of this greenery is just going to disappear. You know, the funny thing was it was about to rain, and I was like, shit, I'm not gonna be able to do this video, but thank goodness it stopped raining. It drizzled for like a bit, and then it just died out. And what I've kind of noticed, like with all of these places, it's like there are facilities and amenities for the kids to like play, like play areas and stuff like that. I remember when I was a kid, I was living in a different area. Like they had a skate park just next to the house, and it was like a walking distance away. So you can see on the right there's like a small kids play area. You can just play with, like, you know, just take your kids there and just play in the slides and the swings and stuff. And then there's like a small park over here just on the right. You can just bring your dog here and just, you know, yeah, there were actually some people playing with their dogs there. It was really nice. It's like so calm and relaxing to just take a walk and just, you know, see the scenery and all that kind of stuff. And so I made it a habit to make sure that I do this on a daily basis, because yeah, of course, you're working from home. It's not really healthy to just be indoors all day. And of course, even the weather, as we get closer towards winter, you know, you're just not going to feel like getting out of the house to do something because of the weather. It just gets really cold. Right now, like the temperature was, or it rather is, I think between 15 and 17 degrees. But then obviously at night it just drops. So I literally just did like a full circle around the block. My god, my camera is so shit. Like, it's not able to adjust properly to like the different light settings. The minute I point it up, it's like everything else just goes dark. I mean, it says it has HDR. HDR in quotes, I think. High dynamic range. I don't think so. Yeah, some people haven't, like, you know, mowed their lawn. Yeah. Some people keep their hedges, like, really well trimmed. Like, look at this guy on the left here. It's, like, really well trimmed, and it's, like... And then, literally, the house next to his is just outgrown. Some people have literally just made the effort to like pave their sidewalk together with their driveway and their parking area. It's like they put Cabro or something. But it all depends on the individual. Like how do you wanna you know, build your front porch. It was actually a very windy day. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. And the funny thing is, I'm kind of living next to the airport, so it's like sometimes you can hear like the planes just taking off. Yeah, there you go. It's subtle, but you can only hear it when you're outside. Oh, that was just a car. If you look on the right, like most of the fields and all the like the greenery over here is all going to be like trimmed. The trees are losing all their leaves. Everything's just turning yellow as it gets colder and colder. And then the number of hours that we have sunlight is going to be reduced. Like the sky the sky just looked amazing today, and I wasn't even able to freaking capture that properly with this camera. Now you have to remember, the video that I'm capturing right now is with a camera that was purchased in 2017. Yeah. I really tried my level best to, like, you know, keep it steady. Someone left some action figure, Iron Man action figure on the left over there, and I was like, what the freaking hell was that? But that's how things are here, and it's, you know, people just leave it outside on the porch. You know, if you don't want something, just leave it outside on the porch. Anyone walking by wants it, can take it. But probably no one's going to take it. There was a time I was walking by this house, I think it was this one, and some random guy was standing outside smoking a cigarette. And he started waving at me like I knew him. Like, hey, what's up? I just ignored the guy. I just walked by. Like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, so all of this greenery is just going to disappear. Say goodbye to the greens. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was that. Oh yeah, so this was when this was my first experience on a plane. Was it my first experience? Well, I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't really capture the moment, but you know, the older you get and you're able to do these kind of things, it's like you really learn to cherish these moments. You're like, yeah, I made it. I'm able to do this. You know, and then doing it on your own, that's another step in itself. But it's just the best feeling ever. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's like even taking flights these days is just like taking the bus now. I just love the takeoff. The takeoff is just another feeling like no other. It's like, yeah, that's it. You're up in the air. I think this was when I was leaving the UK. Yeah, it's just traveling out. I mean, just look at the city and everything below. It's just amazing how everything's so well structured. And the houses are just, you can see like this is a residential area, this is a business area. Sorry for the wobbly camera. Yeah, the takeoff is the best because it's like you get to see the city and everything. And then, all right, this was when we were going into the museum, British Museum. This was 2 years ago or a year ago. I can't remember exactly. Crap. Yeah, I was going with one of my friends. I really wish I had a better camera. Like, yeah, I looked at all the footage that I took when I went inside this place, and it's all freaking dark. Man, what a shame. Holy crap! If you ever visit the UK, you have to see this museum. Like, this was the inside. Yeah, and then my mic died. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I plugged in my microphone at some point, and I plugged in an external microphone, and I don't know what the hell happened. My phone just told me, nope, it doesn't work. Oh, this was something funny. Yeah, we were just looking at this fountain, and then one of my friends decided to just dunk Jonathan into the fountain.
Alright, this is gonna be fun. Dunk him, dunk him, dunk him! I'm recording this.
And this was when I was
So cool.
going into one of the trains that, you know, the underground trains. It's really long, it's so clean and just easily accessible for like anyone. First time standing in one of these, I remember it just felt like you were in the body of a snake. Because when it starts moving and you look through the hallway, and it's like it just moves like a snake. It just feels so weird. But the ones that go underground in central London are pretty loud, and they're kind of smaller than this one.
Dude, we just chill here, man. Why all the way? Why all the way in first class?
There's a station that doesn't need to go in front, so you can.
Yeah, but this is like way in front. Anyway, that's cool.
Smaller stations, you know.
All the gate, and then the board on the top there shows you exactly where you're traveling to. And then these are like the other trains that you can use, and they're so calm and relaxing, and like
I'll give you my phone if you want to film properly. I'll give you my Razer phone too if you want to
No, you can shove that up
film
your.
properly.
Shove it up your butt.
4K, my friend.
I can also record in 4K,
No,
bitch.
you.
My 4K, but my 4K isn't 60 frames. It's 30 frames.
4K is not 4K. That's the problem.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
oh my god, we were such idiots.
Oh, it's a lovely day.
Come on, nigger. What the fuck are you doing?
Okay, fine.
What? Okay, guys, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Yeah, that last one was a bit crazy. I should have bleeped him out though. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out the channel, and have a fantastic week. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.